result of having met, he was invited to go spend a few days with Hawthorne. And when Hawthorne got home, his wife, Sophia, said, "You can't have a house guest. My mother is coming. Your mother-in-law is going to be here." So he canceled the visit, at which point Melville borrowed a copy of Mosses from the Romance, the short stories of Hawthorne, and wrote a fantastic essay saying that someday we would have a Shakespeare in America. And Hawthorne, who understands the dark side of human nature, writes about evil.
I cannot bear their eyes. I cannot from my heart root out the love that wrings it so, and I must die. It was a summer morning, and they went to this old precipice. About the cliff lay garlands, ears of maize, and shaggy skins of wolf and bear, the offerings of the tribe here made to the Great Spirit, for they deemed, like worshippers of the elder time, that God doth walk on the high places and affect the earth o'erlooking mountains. She had on the ornaments with which her father loved to deck the beauty of his bright-eyed girl, and bade her wear when stranger warriors came to be his guests. Here the friends sat them down and sang all day old songs of love and death, and decked the poor wan victim's hair with flowers, and prayed that safe and swift might be her way to the calm world of sunshine, where no grief makes the heart heavy and the eyelids red. Beautiful lay the region of her tribe, below her, waters resting in the embrace of the wide forest, and maize-planted glades opening amid the leafy wilderness. She gazed upon it long, and at the sight of her own village peeping through the trees, and her own dwelling, and a warm gush of tears ran from her eyes. But when the sun grew low, and the hill shadows long, she threw herself from the steep rock and perished. There was scooped upon the mountain's southern slope a grave, and there they laid her in the very garb with which the maiden decked herself for death, with the same withering wildflowers in her hair. And o'er the mold that covered her, the tribe built up a simple monument, a cone of small, loose stones. Thenceforward all who passed, hunter and dame and virgin, laid a stone in silence on the pile. It stands there, yes, and Indians from the distant west who come to visit where their fathers' bones are laid yet tell the sorrowful tale, and to this day the mountain where the hapless maiden died is called the Mountain of the Monument. Great Barrington, 1924.
Had perished by leaping from them. There were many mountains then designated Lover's Leap. So, anyway, this one didn't miss that. The name Monument Mountain came along, various people arrived, one of them being Reverend John Sargent, who started the mission with Chiefs Concopat and Umpachini in Stockbridge. He wrote about this pile of stones in his journal. There were many other stones like this prior to the arrival of Englishmen, and the natives weren't forthcoming about why the stones were there. There are many theories, many books about these big piles, this being the biggest. And the nearest anybody could figure is it was something spiritual. Probably not for one person, probably more, something that we just don't know. They wouldn't tell, that was the thing. But today's Mohicans who now live in Wisconsin, who are here, they are very particular that we don't show people where that pile of stones is. And even if we did show you, you would need to know that the real pile was completely disassembled a long time ago by people who used the stones and stone walls. And the pile of stones there now was rebuilt by people who wanted to honor the story and the history. But we don't even know if they put it back in the right place. So that's the story of the monument of the mountain, according to Tammet.
David Adkins.
Corinna May.
From the top of Monument Mountain.